All right, welcome to the Ragsdale's channel. Hey, this Friday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and all the other good stuff. Yo, we got this show we starting up. We gonna call it much needed conversations, and this is just the beginning of a tough conversation. We got my man Punchy, Harold can fly. We got Micah down in the TX, and we got Uncle Kurt on the line. We working on some other stuff for him too. So y'all be looking for it in 2025. So we got the link. I think we're gonna put a link up where I guess we don't have a link, but we supposed to have some guest people to start up. And then this Negro sitting beside me with the afro, looking like Isaac Hayes with her. Now, and then we got Tamika. We want to get a perspective of everybody. So, yo, what's up, y'all? We gonna talk about respect today. So everybody, kind of open us up with this, Kurt.
Hey man, I think first of all the subject is worthy of prayer. So let me get just a quick prayer in real quick. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this gathering. We thank you for the foresight to discuss a subject like this. Father, please let this just be a seed where we can grow and grow together and invite each other to invite other people to grow. And let us all get something out of it. And as we move forward, let us put our egos aside and let us listen with our hearts and our spirits. In Christ's name, amen. All right, so
already. My bad. I didn't take my cap out. Punchy, you didn't take.
I didn't either. I forgot too, man.
Yeah,
forgive me.
Not bad.
What's going on? Y'all's eyes are closed. Y'all don't know what happened.
Hey man, only a Loomis will say that.
Loomis? Oh. I never worked here.
Yeah.
All right. Man, I just want to get the conversation started by just giving my perspective on respect, and we just pass it around. But respect to me is it's not how you treat me, not how you see me. It's about how I see myself. Because if I have the right self-image, I won't allow others' actions to impede on my ego or my this or my that, because I have certain limitations and certain lines. Now, that's what will allow me to interact, meaning this. If I don't want no problems with a grown-ass man that is older than me, got more experience than me, I'm going to do a little less talking and a little more listening. And if I want, as a 55-year-old man, if I want to understand a 19-year-old dude, I'm going to do a little less talking and a little more listening. See, it's the same respect, but my perspective in life allows me to treat everybody with whatever we call as respect, because I respect myself, right? So I'm never going to tell you I love you, right? You're my brother, right? And as soon as shit don't go the wrong way, you a bitch. No, sir. See, that violates me and my rules right there. So to me, I'd like to just start the conversation off with, if you don't have a set of rules for yourself that you will not allow anyone to impede, and if you don't have enough respect for yourself to govern what you know is wrong with you, right? Like me, I got a smart ass mouth. So I have the ability to incite people either to happiness or to anger. So young Kurt, he didn't like the racial situation. So when I would go into a country and western bar, I say certain things and carry myself a certain way where, no, I didn't start no fights, but I let them know I'm ready. I'm itching for one, right? So I can't look back at that and say I'm a victim. What was I doing in a country and western bar anyway as a black man? Why did I even go in there? Right? So I would just say this. If you ain't governing yourself, you don't deserve any respect because you don't respect yourself enough to give yourself any rules. You can't be mad when other people see you a dog and then they treat you like one.
My. Michael, what you got to say about that?
Michael cupcaking.
Shut up, dork. Hold on. I'm gonna get on my big brother right quick. Shut up. You always got something. Shut up, man. You hear me? Shut up. You know?
He wasn't listening. Michael, was you listening to what was just said?
I heard. I wasn't calling you a dork. Stop. Hold on.
Look at you.
What you think about what he just said?
Yeah, check that.
It's all right. That's all right. Listen. Okay, I heard Uncle K.
So what do you think about that?
Hey, shut up laughing, bro. Dang, bro. I agree with everything he said. You feel me? Like, if you want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people gotta humble themselves and just listen. You feel me? It don't matter. Like, just like he said, if he want to learn something from a 19-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta listen. Be quiet, put the ego to the side and listen. Just like I be doing all the time. When Pops them talking, I shut up. Even though sometimes I don't agree with what he say, I shut up and listen. You feel me? Stuff like that. What Punchy need to do.
Punchy, what you think about that?
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's like you wanna. It always starts with yourself because, like most things, it's always the common denominator, and you are the only common denominator that's always going to be in your life. This right here, this view, not all of you guys, and the ugly one in the car with the bonnet on. But like my hands in front of me, this is the view that I'm going to have for the rest of my days. For 28 years, it's been this. That's the common denominator, the most common denominator in my life. So if I really want to, if respect is a huge priority to you and something that you strive for, then of course, this common denominator must first be treated in a respectful manner, and you got to treat yourself in a respectful manner, and then treat others with a respectful manner. And then people are going to fall in line. You know, I'm no psychologist. I don't know the math behind it all, but people will fall in line. And then if they don't, then there's no excuse. There's no, oh, well, maybe no, you weren't in fault. You weren't in the wrong. You were walking in your right path or whatever, and somebody else stepped out of line. And so, boom, it's not my problem, not my fault, you know? So, yeah, I agree with all of that. I agree with Uncle. Yeah. It starts with yourself. Sit back and observe.
Oh, it's my turn. I don't know. I third that from Elder Mary because respect is a big thing. I know all of our lives, majority of us, some of us are older. We've always heard that respect is earned, and that's a total lie because that's the first thing that you should give to the next person that you're coming in contact with. You should give them that respect that you would want somebody to give you. If you automatically go out there and you're giving people your trust or you're trusting people, that's how you always end up in something. No, trust is earned. Respect is a given thing, automatic, because that's God's light. That's part of his light is respect. Because like baby, I always say, you treat people how you would want to be treated. And then you take it a step further, you know? like the past week, like I've been coming in contact with some rude sisters, just like for what?
Yeah.
Why are you acting like that? I don't understand it. But baby told me, he said sometimes if people are treating you like that, you have to check yourself. So you know what I started doing a week before that? I started checking myself. I had already went to God and started praying that I show more of his light to people and less of myself to people. So once I done that, I started seeing how people are just rude and disgusting for no reason. But I don't react to it. So it helps me not to react to their stupidity. So we have to always check ourselves.
Right. Yeah. I've never looked up respect, but I looked up respect today. And the definition that I got on respect was the condition of being esteemed or honored. That's the one I like.
Right.
The condition of being esteemed or honored. And as I look at like society in a whole, just starting with us, I looked it up, and like 47% of black people, black women are single mothers. Out of the parents, 47% out of the black mothers, 47% of them are single, and then nearly half of them are single. And then and that's compared to white women, which is at a 14%. So really the respect thing, if we steadily making black kids, if we steadily making children, why is there so many single homes? It's a lack of respect. We can't say it's a lack of attraction. We can't say it's a lack of sex. We can't say that. It's got to be a lack of respect. And I think if we begin to, like Kurt said, if you love yourself, a person that don't love themselves really don't know how to respect.
No, I mean, it's impossible, man. And I don't be trying to say that kumbaya stuff. What I'm trying to say is, like, I respect you, Punchy, and you, Micah, you, Harold, you, Tamika. I respect y'all enough that I'm not gonna show y'all the worst of me, right? Because I promise you this. If y'all ever seen how I get down when somebody try to cross me up physically, you wouldn't even want to be in the same room with me again. Harold's the only one that's seen it, and you'll be like, damn, Uncle Kurt's an animal.
Yeah, it ain't fun.
It's not for my loved ones, though. It's for my enemies. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still don't want y'all to I don't want to be in a position where you have to see me get down like that. I don't like that. But it's in me. And I have to respect that also. So what does that mean? Stay your ass up out of bars. Stay your ass up out of crowded rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't find yourself getting into arguments over stupid shit.
That's right.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. That's how I feel about that, because I don't want. I know how I used to be. You know what I'm saying? I can be a tyrant. I know that I can. But I don't want nobody to see that type of stuff in me. I know it's there, but I just want it to be contained and eventually disappear all the way. But I know it's not gonna do that because I'm a human being, and I know as long as I'm living and breathing on this earth, things gonna happen. Sometimes sometimes you can't control it, because you've been made it stay still so long, and then you just that one act from somebody. And they don't know that it's them that'll do it, but they can set that bomb off, and then that's just it.
Yep. And they catch somebody else, everybody else's punishment.
Yeah.
They happen to catch it. The messenger get killed. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's my issue with the respect thing, because a lot of people say they got triggers, they got this, they got that, or whatever, or blah blah blah. But then it's almost like you say, Kurt, a person in your family or a person that you done got comfortable with, your temper is so bad. But then that mayonnaise monster can come put his penis on your lips and you won't do nothing.
That's what hurts me.
Yeah, that's not genuine. That's not.
We'll kill our own. We'll
right.
disrespect our own.
Yeah.
But when other communities come around, we go to tap dancing and shining our teeth, showing our gums. Yeah. And all I'm saying is, with a certain type of self-respect, what it will allow you to do is to be quiet in the face of a dirty cop. You can respect yourself to know, hey man, my life's worth something. Yeah. I need to zip it. I don't need to be fighting this police. See, I live long enough to gain a perspective that we can only gain by living. Right. So if you can't make the best decisions to get yourself, rules aren't for when shit's going good. Self-respect is for when things are hopeless and they're bad, and you're at that. If somebody say one more thing, right. Self-respect is for those moments.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't about don't lower yourself to his level. No, I don't want to be my worst self.
That's that.
Right.
And one more thing, and I pass the mic back. Stay away from the people who only know you by the worst things you've done, because that's all you'll ever be to them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. That's real talk. And unfortunately, a lot of times that's family members. For real.
Yeah, whoever it is, bro.
Yeah, the majority of the time is family members. You got.
But the stranger's words can't hurt you.
No,
it's your
loved
one's word.
You don't have anything.
Yeah. You don't have no connection. They ain't got no duty to respect.
They don't have nothing for you. So you expect them to be who they're going to be. But once you start lowering your expectations of anybody, that goes for your family, people that's around you, come in contact with you expect those things. Like that's the type of stuff won't hurt you either. It'll flow off your body just like water will.
Yeah, I lower my expectations, but even when you do that, a person that don't respect themselves, they won't know how to respect you.
Right.
No,
they don't.
You know what? If you do care about people, you got to build them up, because I don't want my neighbors starving. I'm not going to build a mansion and you're my neighbor and you're living in a shack. You know why? I'll never be able to leave my house because you'll steal from me soon as I turn my back. So I'd rather have half of a house and you have your own house, and we can both be prosperous, and I can enjoy what I have and know that I'm not lording over you or anything. So if you're around me, let's just say, when I was coming up, I don't care if you was the 90-pound weakling dude. If you in my clique, man, just show me some heart, bro.
Yeah.
I'll cover you on everything else. Show me some loyalty, bro.
Yeah.
I got you covered on everything else. If it's your time to step up in whatever way you can. And it might just be saying, Kurt, we don't need to do that. If you my boy, don't be afraid to tell me the truth. I might be all the way wrong.
Yeah, that's that part right there. Never be afraid to call somebody out on their mess.
Yeah.
Be their cheerleader. If they wrong, just tell them that they wrong. Because the only way they're going to grow is if they know that they're wrong. Because whenever they're stuck in themselves, they're never going to know. Because they're going to be too full of themselves in order to see that they're wrong. They can tell everybody else what's right or what's wrong about them, but don't see it within themselves.
And another thing, we got to be patient with each other. Like, let's just say the range of ages we got right here, right? Mm-hmm. Man, until Micah lives more life, there are certain things we're saying that don't even make sense because he ain't went through them.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't put the expectation when I talk of him catching everything that I have to say. What I do hope is when something comes up and he say, dang, I think Uncle Kurt said something. I hope I'm around for him to call me and bounce it off me.
Yeah.
But then with Punch is finding out everything that people used to try to tell him when he was Michael's age. He's starting to see, oh, yeah, okay. And what happens to a man is you'll get to an age where you've changed everything that you can change, right? Then there's acceptance. And the only way you can build self-respect up, I know I got a quick temper. So don't be arguing too long with grown men. I know I don't like to be called the B word or anything like that. So what I have to do is not be around weak ass niggas that don't know how to treat a man.
Right. Exactly.
Whether they my brother, cousin, whatever.
Right.
Seriously.
That's
and
real.
that's for my own mental. I gotta look myself in the mirror, bro.
Yeah. That's for real.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's real talk.
It's detachment. I don't know if you've heard of that before, but it's something that I've heard of not recently. I've heard about it like a long time ago, but I just started like actually doing a little bit of studying on it. Just the law of like detachment or something like that. The art of detachment. It's basically like the understanding that it's the understanding of the mindset that none of this is mine. Like, let's go to relationships, and this ties into the self-respect thing. When you're practicing self-respect and also the law of detachment, you know when you're getting into a relationship that this isn't mine. This isn't my girl, my woman. No, this is not mine. Like, and it gives you a much better peace when interacting with people. None of this is mine. Even the money in my pocket, it's like
already.
You don't want to. You don't. And I forget. Y'all probably have a better quote on this. When you're stingy with money, it's harder for money to come in. When you're just like, oh no, like when you're being super not saying to be frivolous. You don't want to like just willy nilly like no, but it's like if this is needed by someone, like that's why I'm not selfish. It's like, oh, you need something, okay, let me check see if I have the funds, and then yeah, you got it. Like, and it's not like, oh, just pay me back. It's like, okay, if you say you're gonna pay me back, then pay me back when you can. You know, I don't mark it on my calendar, nothing like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm taking note. I'm taking note so I can know. I have the knowledge of what's going on, but I'm not about to, trip about lending something out. And it's that detachment. It's like, this is money. It's not my money. That's not even my face on the dollar bill. So like, my name is nowhere on the dollar bill. So I'm not about to cry, call an ambulance over money. But that's beside the point. That's like only part of it. Yeah, self-respect, man. Self-respect.
Okay, so why is it then that people that feel they have more money than you won't respect you? That has a whole lot to do with it, because respect. If a person feel they make more money, I make six figures, and you don't, they feel that's respect, and they can be just the sorriest individual. But they'll think just because they're making money, they should be respected or they deserve more respect.
They put their value in those kind of things, in finances, and it's vague, but materialistic things. Yeah. That's a very vague topic, but materialistic things. And then like I've noticed that a lot of people, especially in probably in general, a lot of people in general, like in America at least, they'll say, Oh, no, I'm not materialistic. No, I don't. That doesn't. That doesn't. That doesn't move me. Money doesn't move me. But at the end of the day, when you look at their actions, it actually does. And that is that they call that a cognitive dissonance. I don't know if I've ever heard of it. I'm busting out the big words right now. Cognitive dissonance. It's when your actions don't align with what you perceive, you believe. What your beliefs are not matching up with your actions, and that's cognitive dissonance. And a lot of people have a horrible issue with cognitive dissonance right now because they say one thing, but they're not moving the same way. And I mean, that as a preacher, I think that you can definitely see and testify on that. Like, I think all of us can.
Yeah.
And not saying I'm just like holier now or nothing. I'm just saying like I see it.
I got a perfect example of it, man. God bless my dad, bro. But like one day I walked into a family gathering and I hadn't seen him in like 3 years, right? I walk in and he didn't say hi, nothing. He said, damn, boy, you walk around like you got $1 million in your pocket. Right? And I just turned around and I said, I got everything but the million, Pops. What's up?
Not for real.
Right? Well, in his world, it's look at this boy. He walking around, probably ain't got no job, ain't no telling what he doing to get money. And he walking here like he the prince. Well, that's just the way I carry myself. But even your people that love you may not like it. But that's all. I'm still the same way. That was 30, 40 years ago. I'm the same dude.
Already. And that's, you know what? That's why I kind of introvert or stay away from a lot of family members, people in family, because I'm not saying, don't be successful or whatever, but I've never looked at a person off of what they had. I've always tried to look at a person off of their character and try to build a relationship on. Like some of our family members might not be favorites with some, where some of them, well, hell, me and you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I mean that right there. That's because no one sat and really got to know you, or either, you know what I'm saying, or really sit down with you to hear you speak or whatever, or to hear you say anything. They was always taking somebody else's word off of it, and off of something they said you did, or something you this that.
Or they just didn't like the way I carried myself. I mean, they just didn't. I mean, I'm like this, bro. I ain't the toughest dude in the world, but I ain't never been scared to take a black eye or a busted lip.
Never.
If that's all it's gonna cost me. Like with my mom and dad. If I'm gonna come in late or do what I want to do, and all I gotta do is take the whipping, that's it. I'm good. I'm gonna trade 5 minutes of pain for what I want to do. And some people they want to break you. They spend their whole time around you trying to break your spirit.
Y'all, I'm gonna break in for a second because I had us on full screen and forgot that we were on live. I'm so used to recording. So we had a couple of people in our comment section, so I'm just gonna talk to them for just a second.
Yeah.
We got Regina Easter, which is my sister, and she was saying hello everyone, and she was agreeing with everything that we were saying. And Miss Keisha Williams, everybody know Keisha. We done a testimony on Miss Keisha, and she said it starts with self. So we all said that. So she agreed with everything that we were saying, and she also said that if you have to be raised with morals, and a lot of that is true. But I'm also say if you can be raised with morals and you can still go out and get into the devil's bin and be caught up in that and act like you were not raised the correct way. We see it every day.
Real talk.
And Keyshawn Palmer, I think Keyshawn Palmer is one of our guys we go to school with. He says his last name Palmer, right? Okay, so big shout out to our bro from school. He said he was shouting us out here on the channel or whatever. But I just wanted to stop and take a minute to talk to the people in our comment section and apologize to y'all because I had the thing blew up full screen. But we thank everybody for commenting. And if you want to join that link, hit the link. I'm gonna reset the link here on the bottom. If you want to join the link, feel free to join the link and give us your perspective and, about what we're talking about. And if you have another topic that you would like to discuss or come on, anything that's going on in today's society regarding our children, youth, adult life, whatever you feel the need, just come on and join us. That's what we're talking about right now. All right, Miss April. April is our co-worker. April says, hi, everyone. I tried to join, but my phone keeps ringing. Hopefully, I'll be able to catch up once I'm done. You already know. This is my birthday twin, y'all. That's what she called me. We got the same birthday.
When is your birthday?
April. I said April. September 12th. That's my girl, Miss April.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, so April, you can just comment, April, and let us know what you feel about what we're talking about right now. We're just talking about respect and how we feel we should be perceived and how we should also send out respect to everyone. So you can just leave us a comment. I know you got the baby over there. You were telling me earlier that you got the baby sleep.
The sad thing about it is this respect thing is the majority of the time is family. The majority of the time is family. Because like you said, strangers and co-workers and such really can't get next to you. It's always a family thing. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say it, but it's, because I'm a black man, I see it in my own. Right. I see it in my own family. But the way I look at respect, I've always been one way. Kurt know this. I've always been one way. I feel like if your friend can come rob your mama, and you too scared to fight him or question him about that, don't hit your little brother for no reason.
Yeah.
Don't hit your little brother for no reason. No reason. For real. If you're not respected by your peers, if everybody know you as a little snotty nose, getting bullied on the bus kid, don't go punk your little brother. Just be a full-fledged buster.
So a buster.
Yeah, you a buster. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Just be who you are. You know what? We don't like police officers that's like that. If we see a police officer and he's real rude, most likely he was bullied and disrespected as a kid. He was that dork being picked with. He was bullied. Now he get that badge and gun. He takes it out on complete strangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I experienced.
Yeah.
I really lost my love of football because my older brother would show me how to hit, but he was older than me and basically stand me up there and run full speed and knock the hell out of me. Well, that was my peer. So how do you expect me to like football with you dogging me out in it?
Right.
But I didn't realize he's a buster. I saw my cousin that was his age fold him up like a baby in my grandma's yard. Say, at least fight. At least fight.
Squabble up.
If you can fight your sister, you can fight someone on the street. If you can hit your little brother, you can fight Bean Porter for calling your mama a fat MF walking down the street. And your mama tell you to go fight him. That's Bean Porter. I'm scared. It's just hard to see all these different individuals. And I didn't have to go to the military to become a man. I had a dad in the house. Charles Ragsdale taught me how to be a man. He taught me to respect myself. So therefore, win, lose, or draw, if I was on the streets, I knuckled up. If I had to fight, I just fought. It's hard to respect cats like that.
You know, even behind the walls, that's how it was. Like the COs that were just jerks every single day. You knew not to play with them. It was like that's who they are. You know?
Yeah.
But then the ones that will come in and be completely flipped, or like if something wrong happens, all of a sudden their whole energy switches. Those are the ones that nobody liked. They're like, yeah, no, you can't predict them. You can't expect. You got to expect the unexpected with them. Like, oh, that one, yeah, you don't play around with them. They're gonna come in and they're gonna be a jerk. they're what they say goes. Like every day, same thing. You know, just standing 10 toes.
Yeah, I call them men with menopause.
Yeah.
For real. All women ain't the only one that got menopause. Men go through menopause. You know what I'm saying?
Menopause, yeah.
Yeah, menopause. Yeah. It's that man. But all I'm saying is respect. If you respect yourself, and I'm learning this the older I get, if you respect yourself and you can kind of manipulate your way around things where you can come out of things with respect. You know what I'm saying? If you, just like the Bible scripture says, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. If we would take that seriously and realize it don't matter about titles, whether it's a mother, father, brother, sister, father, son, mother, son, it doesn't matter. We're all human beings. We're supposed to be being human beings. We're all human, but some of us don't act, but we're human beings. So if we all start with respect, it's everything. It's everything.
But with that, there's so many people that don't respect themselves. They think they do, right?
Yeah.
Because what you have to be prepared for when you do have standards and self-respect is be prepared to be called a chauvinist, a bully. Be prepared for your self-esteem or your self-respect to trigger weak-ass people that don't have no respect for themselves. They'll automatically rebel against you having any type of self-respect.
Exactly.
But then having said that, realize that throws the duty and responsibility back on you again to govern those things that you know you have to govern about you. Because when everybody if you got a jungle where you got kitty cats ruling the jungle and all of a sudden a lion show up, you can't expect everybody to get with the program at first. You have to be patient, and govern yourself, right?
Yes.
So that's all I'm saying.
Already. Yeah, that respect thing is everything. That made me think. I just being raised up in my old man's house, he didn't care. With your mama, you can kind of say certain things, get away with certain things, and you might be able to shed a tear, and she might, you know what I'm saying? But with my daddy, man, it was don't do this, don't do that.
Right.
He didn't care what you felt. He didn't care what you thought. He didn't care what you was thinking or whatever. It was a respect thing. And if you did not respect his rules that he set forth, man, and the older I get, I see who was spoiled. Because some of the things like don't steal, I never did that. But My big brother did it. And look, I saw my daddy put it like this. If what he did to him, if somebody do that now, they going to prison. But because of respect, none of us in that house would ever peep a word of what was done. And my dad did that, and my brother never went to penitentiary. He's never been in any trouble whatsoever. But my mama did not question his manhood or his respect or what he did to straighten that boy out. Now, I say that to say this. Once I had children, I went through that exact same thing. I lost custody of my kids because of that one incident. I lost custody, and that same kid is dead right now by the hands of the police because it was over some stealing something. Respect. It's not about who's got the biggest dingaling. We got to stop having pee contests.
Yeah, for real.
We're having pee contests, people.
Yeah.
It's about respect. Put it like this. I've never seen anyone lose anything through respect.
Right.
I've seen people lose their life over disrespect. I've seen people get their jaw broke, teeth knocked out their mouth over disrespect. But out of respect, I've never seen anything negative come from it.
Yeah.
None of it. And our youngsters, our young men, yeah, they're wiser. But the Bible says they'll be wiser, but they're weaker. Like, y'all, look, black men make up 37% of our prison population. So there is a respect problem.
Can I piggyback off of that? Also, I was looking this up yesterday because I was looking at my grade point averages, and blacks actually have, among the prevalent races in America, black people have the lowest average GPA. Asians is the top. I think it's a 3.4 or something like that. White people have 3.2, or it might be 3. I think because mine is like at the same level as the average white person. Mine is a 3 right now, and I'm slacking. So mine is a 3 right now, and Hispanics is 2.8 or something like that. I want to look it up. My phone's being weird. And then black people is 2.6. So I feel like, yeah, it's the lowest.
Yeah.
Self-respect.
No respect. We have no self-respect, bro.
Yeah.
Michael, you in college. What's going on?
What's your GPA?
Your GPA.
I gotta go look, but I guarantee you this, it ain't no 2.6. But
Yeah,
I
okay.
passed my classes on me.
Yeah.
Word to the Lord, I did. So I ain't got to worry about that.
We're talking about statistics right now. So
Yeah. And you know, I put my last dollar in on 2.6.
But on respect and respecting yourself in your class, you don't want to just be in the class. You want to be at the top of the class. You know what I'm saying? Because as a black man, you're going to have to work 3 or 4 times harder than any other race to get just a little props, dude. It's going to be an uphill battle the whole time.
Yeah.
And don't look for pats on your back. All you doing is fighting one war to go to the next war, to go to the next war. But the whole thing about that is you got to respect the journey. Respect the journey. Everybody wants the promise, but and want to fulfill the purpose, but they don't want to go through the process.
y'all want to know something that we found out Monday when we went to class? That they grade us. We didn't know that.
Yeah.
So y'all know who number 2 and number 3 in the class? Me and your daddy.
Yeah.
But that, you know what?
That means
That
nothing.
that means nothing.
Yeah, because when we get out on that road, we ain't gonna be.
It's a whole different. It's a whole different beast. You know what I'm saying? And I would tell a person, because everybody's on different levels. But if you respect yourself, you will apply yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you respect yourself, a lot of people don't apply themselves because they have no self-respect. It's too many women giving their bodies away because they don't respect themselves.
Right. No sense of respect.
Yeah.
They don't even know. They don't know. Man, okay. It don't cost you nothing as a young man to walk around with your chin up, your back straight, look people in the eye when you talk to them, let your yes be yes, and your no mean no. That's the beginning of self-respect. It's the seed of prosperity, because a person who thinks that way, and the quicker you learn it, the more prosperous you'll be. You'll be able to survive long enough to gain everything else, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, it's a 3-letter word out here that you gonna have to respect it. Y'all wanna know what it is?
What's that?
AID. 4 letters.
AIDS.
Yeah.
As I die slowly.
You go, that's that alphabet disease.
Yeah, as I die slowly.
Yeah, you gonna respect it because it's gonna make sure that you respect it.
It's not funny.
Yeah,
No,
it's not funny,
that's
but
real
it's
talk.
Real talk though.
But that starts back with respect. And then we want our young people to respect us. But if we're doing the same thing they're doing, and this is for you older people, you parents, all of us are parents. If you want your child to be something, well, I ain't letting them see. They see it because everything is spiritual, born in the spirit. So whether they see you out there opening your legs and sleeping around and doing this, doing that, you bringing that same nasty spirit home to your child. And then you wonder why they disrespect you. Because first of all, they don't do what you say, they do what they see. Have you shown them respect? Have you shown them respect?
Wow,
if they see you being respected, disrespect is foreign. They don't understand it. Yeah. And I don't go places where I don't understand. I ain't been to Hong Kong because I don't understand it. Well, I ain't got over there. But I don't go places where I don't understand what they speaking. And we wonder why our youth are doing so many crazy things. It's off of respect. They don't respect themselves because they don't see you respecting yourself.
Right.
Respect. Everything starts with respect. Society does not respect us black men, young men. The reason why they don't respect us is because we don't respect each other. Because when I was coming up, Kurt done took me to enough honky-tonk bars to know, I know they respect us. And when they didn't, they got beat up real bad. But the young black boys today are so messed up. Y'all are let one of your white homeboy, what's up, my nigga? What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Your Mexican homeboy, what's up, nigga? Man, we didn't play that.
No.
This show, Real Right and Uncut. He on there, he got them crackheads on there. And there's this one lady on there, Katie. Because she feels like she's sleeping with the black men, she's allowed to call them niggas. She ain't saying N-I-G-G-A. She said N-I-G-E-R.
Yeah.
And she said it the other day on his show to another black man that was sitting on the bed. She said it to him. And she just fluently was just saying it. You know,
But see,
But
that's
the dude that owns the channel is always talking about, you gonna respect me. You gonna respect me. But you allow her to be disrespectful to another one of your brothers?
yeah, because he's making money. He's making money off of her. But what I'm saying is we came up in the 70s, 80s, and young men in the 90s. Dirty. White boys couldn't say nigger or nigga. They couldn't say no.
No.
They couldn't even proceed out of their mouth.
No. They already knew a fight. If they was calling you that was in the midst of a fight.
Yes.
They already knew.
Yes.
Or either you was in a place where it was only 2 of us and it's 20 of them.
Right.
That might happen.
Yeah.
We decide to live to fight another day, but they already knew that. Man, they couldn't even say boy.
Yeah, boy.
And that just goes back to what we said earlier. If we respect each other, no one should feel like calling people out of their names is good. You shouldn't do it. I don't care what nationality you are, because ain't nobody gonna come and disrespect me, calling me out of my name, none of that. I told baby about the B word. I don't allow my sisters, cousins, friends, nobody to call me that word. Right. Because I'm not gonna call them that because it's disrespectful. I don't play like that. Right. And when his brother called him that day, I was sitting there, I was like, whoa, I was in the room. And I heard, and I thought he was about to come unglued, but he didn't. The only thing he did was unleashed on his butt on dominoes. But I was just like, he did. Yeah. He told him, I'm about to whoop you. He straight killed him in the dominoes. But that's all he did. He didn't call him out of his name. He didn't come back at him and none of that. But he just persisted. He just proceeded to cuss him out again. I'm just like, I shut the door because I just like that's.
But that's a thing. When you know somebody's a nerd, when you know somebody's a punk, I'm gonna tell y'all something, you youngsters. A punk will shoot you.
Facts.
A scary punk will shoot you, and trust me, that Negro would have had to shoot me because he can't handle me.
But y'all know what I told.
But you know what? My purpose is bigger than his problem. You did? See, I had 11 kids, and all of them respect me. Well, the ones that 8, the ones that still here respect me, but I respect them too. You did? So it's a thing of just respecting people. But I don't know. I like I said, certain people. If you've been raised a certain way, man, and you rebellious, it starts with a rebellious spirit. It's sad that respect and rebellious both start with an R. But when a person demands respect, have y'all noticed that people rebel? Tell your kid not to do something and stand on that, they're going to rebel. For some reason, that's what they do. That's what they do. And then you got to also know this. Your purpose is bigger than anyone's problem. It's bigger than your problem. You got to always stay focused on your purpose because there's people in the graveyard right now in there over words, over things that's less than BITCH or less than this, less than that. You stole this, I saw a dude lose his life on $5, crap game in Dallas, Texas. Say, man, the stuff ain't, people are killing each other over less than. And I always know that a coward will kill you. A person that got guns in every room and cameras everywhere, they scared.
Yep.
They're scared. They're living in fear. So when you put that heat on, you put that pressure on them, oh man, they're gonna shoot you. And if they in their house, they justify.
Yep.
But I was proud of him for the way
they justify.
So I let him know that because
that's the law, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the law. They justified in their house. But that challenge is always out there. Meet me on neutral turf and let that slip out your mouth.
Yep.
then y'all will hear about it. Matter of fact,
Hey.
I go live as I do it.
Mm-hmm.
If YouTube will let me, I will go live and let y'all see the results of it. That won't happen. That only happens. Cowards move when that's just like a weak police officer. That's what they do, man.
Yep.
I've been treated. I think Kurt, you said that the older police officer treats you a little better. It's always them young police officers that little racist mayonnaise monster that was always second fiddle or whatever. They get that badge and then they want to try to man up on them.
Yeah. Because all that badge and that gun, that's their heart and their ding-a-ling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they hold on to it.
Never had one before that.
Right. Yep.
Some of them sleep with it.
Yep.
For real.
Yep.
And that's the same dude at work that sneaked on everybody. And that's the same one that be, oh, where was you at? You was a minute late coming from your break. That's that
Yeah.
dude.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Nick,
that dude, bro.
Yeah. That micromanager. Yeah. Tell
They
you.
don't have no
Hey,
For real, man.
They call washing detergent powdery substances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, for real, man. Powdery substance. Using indictment words on the nigga, man.
Yeah. Right. Come out of the same mama and daddy, but talk to me like I'm a stranger. That's why I tell you brothers, don't do that. Y'all gotta pan out a whole nother thing of Ragsdale's called respect. And if it's a Ragsdale that you know that can't do that, don't fool with them. Stay away from them. We cannot pick and choose who got our bloodline. That's our relatives. But we can pick and choose who we choose as a family. And our family ain't gonna be necessarily your brother and sister, mama, daddy.
Real talk.
But if we can give respect, and that's our issue with our young people. If y'all young people, man, say, young people, I don't know who gonna hear this, but I don't know who told y'all that saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, and no, sir is wrong. That's not wrong. It's not old school. It's respect.
It'll get you a long ways in life.
Yes.
it will.
Yes.
Half of them kids that get shot or beat up by the police, you'll be surprised what yes, sir, and shutting up will do for you.
Yeah.
Even when you've done the most wrong, you 100% wrong, showing them some respect will get you a long ways.
Yes.
I've been on both sides of it.
Yeah.
See?
That'll change the spirit. That'll change their spirit.
It will.
Because it'll make them shut up.
Yep.
It'll make them shut up. It'll make them be like, dang, he being respectful, so why am I continuing to be a butthole?
Right.
Somebody got to be what you say, calmer heads prevail. You got somebody
calmer heads got to prevail.
Yeah, calmer heads got to prevail. Somebody got to do it. And if the adult in the situation can't do it, and then you got that, like Michael said a while ago, you got a 19-year-old that's being a calmer person, that adult got to shut up.
Straight up.
So when you in that classroom, Micah, and you sitting on a 98%, but you want that 100, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
That's right.
Not being a hindrance will get that 100%. That'll change your grade, Punchy. Doing all that writing, but you'll get a higher grade if you're more respectful.
Yep.
That's just human nature, man.
Yes.
It is. Like baby said, ego. What's ego?
Edge and God
out. Because a lot of us walk around here with big egos. Like we're just sitting on the mountaintop and looking down at everybody else like they're little ants. So you go in there, and a lot of us, they do it whether they this or that. You like their ego to be stroked.
Yep.
I'm not in that business of stroking their egos. I will say yes, sir, no, ma'am, and yes, ma'am. I will do that, but I'm not about to stroke your ego.
Right. But I'll tell you this too, and Tamika can vouch for it. There's nothing more attractive to a woman than a man with self-respect.
That's my husband. That's why I respect him. That's why I said a while ago, I respected him even more for the way how he handled that situation.
Yeah.
Because I know if it was him outside of that house on another, he would have done something.
Yeah. It's almost like this.
Growth in him. I seen growth, like gradual growth. Yeah. I seen it like he was just killing himself daily. And I know it bothered him a whole lot. I
know. And for me, it's like I would have understood if you would have whipped his ass. But even me, I was like, that's mature because to be honest with you, man, if I was anywhere near y'all, man,
already know. Man. Look, will you be the first person that come to mind when something happened like the other day?
Man. Like the other day. No, that ticks me off though. I mean, I'm just black or white like that. If I'm on your side, I'm on your side. Only thing about me, don't push the red button and then I get there and you, but Kurt, don't do that.
Right.
Yeah, don't backpedal because I'll
never answer the phone again.
That would have been my parole violation.
See, he said that's his parole. Now look, okay, how you saying that would be your parole violation? But aren't you spending Thanksgiving and Christmas with your children, and you ain't got to set up and look at no other men's behinds? And man,
it would have been a mistake. I'm not saying that it would have been the right thing to do. No, it would have been a big mistake.
Yes,
but
you should calm. You have to have a calm head. You should have just sucked in breath. You took it like, I know he just said that, but what do I have to lose?
Right, I have freedom. Too much to lose. Yeah, freedom is everything.
You got freedom.
I would have just been thinking about the dominoes in my hand across the table. That's what I would have been thinking about, what to lose. The dominoes in my hand.
Your dad still sit there and play 2 hands of dominoes with him and just beat him both times. He made him get up from his own.
That's a better reaction. That's That's maturity. That's a better reaction.
Yeah, he was very mature.
And then after I got through stomping him, I said, I'll never play with you again. I never played with him again.
But understand this. Understand this. At your age, right then, punching. It was fight time.
Yeah.
That would have never happened without no repercussion.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Everything in that place has been towed up.
If your dad was 28 and that happened, it would have been a fight. He was at 28. So that's what he thought about in that moment. I'm a 54-year-old man. And you know what I'm saying? He thought about that. And then that was for a quick moment. That was a brief moment. Like you said, mistakes happen with the quick. I know my daddy would have punched his teeth out.
But check it out. Also, an example as a parent.
Yeah.
How can I tell you to stay free if I'm incarcerated?
Right.
How can I tell Micah to don't do this and don't do that when I'm incarcerated?
Yeah.
And then, speaking of Micah, you can tell our maturity because, man, we were destroying Micah last time he was on the domino table. We're just wiping him. But that word never came out. It was never none of that. It was nothing ever disrespectful.
And even the drunk guy,
even Gerald. Gerald.
Even that.
Yes, we beat. I'm talking about we beat.
Hey, man, never did.
Say we beat Michael like he was on the short bus. He took it like a G. He took it like a little G.
Hey, nephew, say it ain't so.
Man, please, Michael.
He talk much noise. He talk noise.
We beat Michael. We really did. We really did.
Oh my God.
But much respect, because it take a real man to take a butt whooping like that, Michael, and keep on living.
Man, say that.
You live to fight another day.
You don't talk that noise. You can guarantee that.
But everybody is growing into themselves. Now, we saying respect. Yeah, we know respected, but I mean, I got to say, Kurt is on a whole nother level of he know how to antagonize. So if people can't really take what he's taking, a lot of situations I've always Kirk, come on now, no, dog. You know, because he's like the epitome of he'll work your nerve. For real. On purpose, yeah. He'll sit there and do it and know what he's doing and not even be angry about it.
And be laughing like he is now.
But yeah. So that's been, you know.
He's done it a couple of times on the NFL fight. I be in there.
Yeah. And the sensitive people, they can't take it. A lot of sensitive people, they can't take it. They can't take it. And it goes back to respecting. If you respect yourself, you'll never let your mouth write a check that your behind can't cash.
That's right.
Yeah.
Respect. I had some great friends of mine that they wasn't fighters, they wasn't tough guys. But what I loved about them, they was the same with everyone. Paul Grant was the same with everyone, man. Everyone. He stayed the same. He was level-headed. PG stayed the same. Horace Chandler, he was the same with everyone. With his siblings, with everyone, he was the same. I'm not saying they wouldn't lose it. I'm not saying that. But I was saying they treat everyone the same. And my problem is with people when they have that old bipolar liquid, what they call it, courage or whatever, they got that bipolarism or whatever where, oh, you tough with me, but Bennett Benoit Chapman used to bully you. No, you ain't gonna find nobody that say they bullied me. Say, y'all, I was this awful with that. Nigga, if I couldn't whoop you, I'm calling Kurt. You gonna get beat up. We gonna fight. We gonna fight.
Yeah, even if it take all of us.
If it take all of us, you gonna fight.
That's how we raised our.
That's the way I raised them.
My dad, it was 6 of us. My daddy said, I bet not catch y'all fighting on each other. Anybody else come over there, it was fair game. My cousins decided they want to come to our room window one day. We couldn't come outside because mom and daddy wasn't at home, so we already knew that. They come to our house throwing rocks at our window. My brother knew he couldn't go out that door, but my daddy didn't say that he couldn't go out the window. We went out that window, man. We beat them up so bad. My sister, he got on mouth and everything. And we went back and got it back in the house. But you know, my auntie come over there with all that rah, 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 rah. Daddy, he looked at us like, I'm gonna beat y'all butt because y'all went outside. But then he told them they had no business coming over here. I told them to stay in the house, and I told your kids to stay away from there. They got their butts toed up. We didn't get that whooping that day, but he told us we better not do that again. We was sitting there like, you told us not to go outside, but you didn't say we couldn't climb out the window.
Yeah,
don't go out the door. That's what he said.
Already. So respect, y'all. In 2025, that ought to be something that we all start doing, and it's gonna be a hard fight to respect, especially with our people. But it starts with just one person. It starts with yourself. So if each one could teach one, if you could teach your children to respect, and it starts with each other. Don't let Levi and his brother hit each other. Don't let them do that. You gotta put your foot down and say that's a real good no. And that's a period, not a comma. You gotta shut that down. Because it's in your bloodline that deception, it'll be there. And the sad thing about it, my siblings, they won't talk about it, but I don't care. I talk about it. I'm like, say, man, my sister had to come fight for me when the high school kids used to mess with me for beating up their little siblings.
Yep.
Charles Jr. couldn't do nothing. They wasn't scared of Charles Jr.
Hey, and whoever get offended by what I'm about to say, man, I'm sorry, but she the only one that'll come fight for you now.
Thank you. Exactly. Amen.
That's why
That's real talk. That's what I know.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Already. I ain't gotta see her in 5 or 6 years. When she see me, hey, how my brother doing? What's up with my brother? Harold Jr., you all right?
That's what she asked.
Yeah, she coming like that.
Yeah.
For real.
She pulled me
The
to
only
side.
one that keep it 100, Doc. For real. The rest of them, my daughter, say, man, shut up. Yeah, like they, yeah. Oh man. Not the wife, dude.
Wait.
Say, man.
He said all the time about his sister, though. He respected because she is doing what thus says the Lord. She is minding her own business with her and her husband.
Yep.
That's all. Hey, man.
You gotta respect that.
Much respect.
You gotta respect it.
Yep.
That too.
Yeah.
And on this conversation, it's worthy of a continuing. See, we don't need to get off of respect because once we handle it within our families, now as a Christian or a God-fearing person, then as in society, right? Then on how you raising your kids and what you setting expectations on for them and interacting with their teachers, it's
exactly.
It has got to be. It's worthy of a continuing. We don't have to get off of respect. And we have 1,000 conversations. What I'm saying.
Right.
We'll do this again next Friday.
Yeah. Respect.
I want to hear Micah's perspective on what it means in his life. You know, hey man, you a big black man, but you're playing jazz. You got the potential to be on world tours. And hey man, I'm just saying, like, you learn the respect thing, it's gonna take you wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
And but it's a two-way street. I need that respect to give it.
For real.
On that subject too, about him,
I need that.
About Micah playing music, just a quick thing. Every time I watch, because I watch a lot of live music, and when I say live music, I mean like artists, like secular artists, rappers, rock music. I watch live music. And every time I watch something that's like not, a band or something like that, but like an artist that has their background musicians playing, every time I see something, I'm like, man, I could be doing that, playing the bass or something, every time. So yeah, definitely keep that on mind, bro. That's yeah.
It's in y'all's blood. Y'all daddy is music. He just, he writes it. He's just music. Did y'all catch the karaoke?
Oh no, I just saw it on my For You page. I'm gonna watch. I just saw it on my For You page.
He got out of his comfort zone. And last night I was boosting him. I was like, go do it. I didn't have to. He
Punch, I'm gonna give you a middle finger now because I know you gonna talk no.
I'm holding on. I said he can't see it, baby. Hold up. Say. He did really good, and everybody was amazed because everybody's like, "I cannot believe he done that because he's so quiet." I said, "Y'all just don't know he's not quiet."
Yeah, you sound like the mom. You sound like the mom that's like, "Oh, my baby did so good." I was like, so I'm already going into it with this in mind.
He did well, and the fact that we even went to that thing last night because he the one told me that we were going because I was already like, no, I don't want to go. But we enjoyed ourselves. We had so much fun. Those people were so inviting. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to where we work. We appreciate y'all for the invite and how y'all treated us. And we really enjoyed ourselves, like for real.
And, especially when you're in a strange place. Land. But I learned a lot of this behavior through going to Telequal. You know what I'm saying? So that a lot of that is because I ran with Kurt and was very uncomfortable in some situations, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
And I learned that all, Caucasian people, whatever, are not bad. You can't like just say, oh, they don't want you there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta it go back to respect.
And that's all we work with, y'all. We work with a lot of white people, and they respect us, and we respect them. You're gonna have your people. You're gonna have your few that you don't fool
Yeah.
and that's even with us. You don't fool them. We don't even get on them. But anyway, you're gonna have your few. The few that don't like to follow respect, you stay away from them. But
Yeah.
the majority, that's what we're talking about, because the majority is treating us, they're so welcoming, and we just since we've been there, it's just been it's been a nice experience. So
That's all you can ask, man.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been cool. It's been cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, and then I do want to have I'll be thinking about Punchy. So I thought about a series called Excelling with Sickle Cell. And y'all need to get just living with it. I mean, you raising kids, and what, I think your story is worth starting a conversation around that. So we might do it later on, do a 3-part series of Excelling with Sickle Cell, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get some people that know people with sickle cell. We can hear y'all stories and how you coping and what you want for your future, your kids, all that.
Start posting it on TikTok. You got your platforms on there. Put it on there on your Facebook. Get the message out there. Let them know that all ages are accepted. If you're living with sickle cell, bring it to
reach out.
Reach out.
Put together,
Send your email. Send your link. We'll send you the link. You can also join us by YouTube whenever we go live or whatever. You can just hit the link and join on. Don't ever be scared to come out and talk and share your story, because that's what's wrong with our people today, because we're so scared to come out and just talk about things. If you talk about things, that's therapeutic. You don't have to go and pay somebody to go sit in front of them and tell your story. This is therapy right here. Get that stuff out.
Punchy, somebody just commented and said that ain't all you got. You got something else too. Huh? What that?
Ain't nobody said that.
Yeah. No.
Nobody said that.
Hey, they say you got a serious case of uglyosis.
Oh no, they got the wrong one. They got the wrong one. That skipped me. That
Michael?
None.
Yeah, y'all looking alike.
He wondering if it's his too. He's like, dang, do I have it too?
Hey, nah, I'm good. And if I do, I got like the smallest doses of it. Like, you got the large doses. I got the smallest doses.
Where have you been there? That's you and Micah. Twin, where have you been? Yeah.
My God.
Hey, Punchy, I was in hazmat class with your twin, your white twin.
Oh yes.
Your brother from another father. This dude act just like you. For real.
Retarded.
I said, this dude is so fantastic.
Retarded.
Sorry for saying the R word, y'all. Forgive me.
Yeah, my cousin is retarded.
Special. He was special.
Yeah, but he was very articulate. You could tell he was very articulate. But I mean, the dude was just wise beyond his years. I mean, the instructor was like, dude, sit down. He was like, no, I don't want to. And I mean, he was just he was just rebellious, but he was so cool about it. No one could get mad.
Sound like me.
Dude, he was so man, Punchy. It was so bad. He failed the test, and he was so scared for the instructor to regrade it. He said, "Say, man, go sit down and retake this test." He failed the test. he failed the dang test. He said, "Don't grade mine. Grade everybody else's first. Just leave mine alone." Like, dang.
But he'll probably end up being the biggest success out of this class.
Yep, he is.
You might a little bit on the spectrum, that's all. Just a little bit on the spectrum. Yeah.
Already. So we're gonna get off here. We've been on here an hour, 18 minutes. Y'all press the like button, press the thumbs up. Y'all get these likes, the algorithm up. We want to get up over. We shooting for 500 subscribers before February, y'all. We want to get this thing moving big, because we got some big opportunities and big ambitions and things that we want to do. Kurt told y'all about the sickle cell thing. We got another show that we working on I want to tag it Ask Uncle Kurt, but we got to get some, we want to get sponsors in on this, and we still got Kurt Cares. All this is tied up, but our goal in 25 is to take it to a whole nother level where we bring cancer awareness to our community, sickle cell, bring everything to the forefront, and put our issues out there in the forefront and stop putting everything in the background.
Yeah, let's talk about it, man.
Yeah, we got to talk about it, because while everything might be good right now, we don't know when that thing could turn. But even with that being said, y'all, we got to learn to love one another. It's sad that the hardest thing for us to do is to love one another.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing for us to do, because we let egos, lack of self-esteem, low self-esteem, nerdism, punkism, all the isms stop us from loving each other.
Yeah.
That's all we have to do. That's all we have to
love,
do.
Y'all.
Stop all that.
Say, man, for real.
Yeah, stop all that. I'm talking about her. I'm talking about her. Stop all that.
You dirty, man.
You talking to him?
I'm talking to you.
That's my husband.
I really want to be in person. Don't want to see that.
Say, man, you cupcaking with a broad on the phone.
For real.
I wasn't cupcaking. I wasn't cupcaking.
Right. Better yet, next time tell her to come on so we can see her. Yeah.
This is a family thing.
Yeah, it's a family thing. Let me talk about her to her face. Who she look like? She look like Roseanne Barr.
Who is that?
Exactly.
Wow.
Come on, Kurt. Come on, Elder Mary, sign us out.
Say that.
Look up Roseanne Barr, and then you get back with us.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Look that up right quick, Punchy. I know he always.
I know who Roseanne Barr is. You the one don't know. You 19 though. It's all right. We know you ain't gonna know who she is.
I'm on Instagram right now.
Fact. See, he don't know you.
Wow.
You don't know the Roseanne show?
No.
I'm telling you, I'm on Instagram, so you can give me her Instagram.
Oh, we want to see.
Oh man,
send it to me too. Let me know.
See, guess what? Y'all not gonna know. Y'all not gonna know. You know why? Because it's my business. Hey, guess what? Respect. Thank you.
There you go.